Look, a bit of a precursor. This video is gonna be all over the place. So for all 29 of you, I do apologize. The nature of this video is why I choose to buy American. I hope that y'all, after watching this, will be more led to do the same. The ultimate reason that I want people to buy American is because when we don't buy American, we don't have jobs here. It's always them or us that go into the military for lack of option. And they were not like, I'm just the biggest motherfucking patriot on the planet and I want to go kill the shit out of somebody because I love America. And they're trying to take my freedom over there. Like, no, they're not. Now, after 2001, right, with the 9/11, a lot of people were signing up, like, we're gonna go pay them back. And I get that, but prior to that, and let me say, like, I get that with an asterisk, okay? Prior to 01, 9/11, and then after that, a lot of people, they choose the military for security. Like, I need health insurance. I got her pregnant, I gotta sign up. Like, this job didn't work, that job didn't work, there's good money in it, and then like what they're offering to pay seems like a lot to working class folks, like, unfortunately. Now, if you tell that to people that are white collar and you tell them like $40,000 or $50,000, they're looking at you like, you're gonna do that for how much? Hold up, man, I have like an entry-level position that starts a little bit above that and you get, same type of benefits and your life isn't in jeopardy. But as far as blue collar America, like the heart of America, like, it looks like a good opportunity, right? I hate the working class folks having to do what white collar folks say as far as going to war. Because it's like, I've had too many friends go to war and come back from war and they're not the same. And this ain't no like PTSD, I don't want to say nonsense, but like, this is not claiming that. They went as my folk and they came back as the same, but they have different nightmares now, right? Or they have stuff that like they have to confide in me on, right? Because I'm known as like a spiritual cat, and when I say spiritual, I choose Christianity, and that's gonna throw a lot of people off because I use slang, and my slang is cuss words, but there's no cursing. I wish ill upon nobody unless God seemed that fit, but that's not for me to judge. That's probably another YouTube. These cats that went over there because of the good opportunity of the military, they came back, and then now we're having heart-to-heart, right, conversations on some like, look, man, I did this, and don't tell nobody, my brother doesn't even know. Or I could never tell my wife or my lady or my child, how can I raise my son to be noble when I did this? And then there's all of these, issues, right, to discuss with them and take to the Lord in prayer and hopes of healing and restoration. You have to pray for the families that were hurt. And I just never really could sign up with the military like that. All of this is why I buy American, right? I could never really sign up with the military like that because the people in another country, they never did anything to me. Like, God forbid you come through my door, God forbid you go up against like a family member or a dear friend of mine, then we can meet each other, right? Like, I don't want that, but I'm good for it. Like, I'm a man, like the next man. And trust me, like, I'm a blue collar cat, patriotic as hell. Like, I love this place, the Stars and Stripes and all that. Like I could go on, but I've also just done enough study like any good patriot should, or any good citizen should, or anybody that cares what they think and their opinion and where it's fostered from. Like, maybe we should all study a little bit as far as the actuality of what we were taught in history and the greatness of our country and the potential that she still has to become even greater, right? But for now, we're shooting blanks on greatness. The reason that I want like a lot of jobs here in America, it'll put our government and our people, it'll put us in a little bit better check as far as the strength of our military and the intentions behind it and the shit that our military does. Since 2001, our country, and this is just a certain type of factory, I think it's like a manufacturing plant, right? Since 01, we have lost 42,000 factories, right? That's not 42,000 jobs, that's 42,000 factories. And 90,000, over twice what we have lost, 90,000 are on the verge of being completely shut down. I just did the math with the 42,000. We lost 42,000 factory jobs, I'll just call them that, that's an average of 840 factories per state. And you and I both know, right? Like, most of our population is on the edges, it's on the borders. And so typically it's not, because like in Wyoming, they don't have 840 factories, right? But how many is that in California, New York, down here in the South? Like Savannah has nothing but shipping yards, and you know what I'm saying, hit it to Florida, and then go to Texas, and you know what I'm saying, up there in Oregon. Like, most of our population and industry runs along water, right? It's always been that way. Every civilization is gonna stay that way most times. So that's still on average 840 factories per state, right? Just dividing that into 50. And so we're not talking about Hawaii, Alaska. What do they have there, right? Sarah Palin, right? Like, but don't worry, like I'll go in on Sarah Palin, and I'll also go in on your boy Barack. And I just lost like 27 followers, and I think I have 29. But we have to hold us all accountable, right? Like, I'll be accountable if I say something sideways, and you know, talk to me about it on the thing. For every factory worker that loses a job, 15 other people are at risk of losing their job. But understand that that's like, it works like this, since we're all interdependent. If I work at the factory down the street, and every day I go to lunch at the same spot, right? Well, if I lose that job, that waitress isn't needed as badly. If that waitress isn't needed as badly, like, everything that she affects. You see what I'm saying? It's just, and I could go on and on. Like, if I lose that job, then all those boxes in the factory aren't needed, like that. And then the company that makes the boxes, and you know, you get the point. You could think of more examples than I can right here on the fly. I want to weaken our military because I want a more righteous nation. And so that's why I want everybody to buy American. Another aspect of it, right, is I said I want this nation to be righteous. And I couldn't ask anything out of this nation. I'm not asking out of myself, because on Judgment Day, we're all going to have that one-on-one. And I pray that I hear, you know, well done, my good and faithful servant. Come on in, right? And righteousness has a level, and war is ugly. And don't get it twisted, I'm not totally against war. Like, you know, King David, he was a warrior, strong. But also keep in mind that the Most High didn't allow him to see the temple get done being built because of all the bloodshed on his hands, right? So I'm not saying war is horrible, but I'm also not saying like I want to be any part of it. If we had some type of solidarity with this, then we could have something amazing, because fortunately and unfortunately, double-edged sword like most good things are, this is the #1 consuming nation in the world's history, right? Like, we buy more useless shit than anybody ever. So just imagine if all of us, like, and that's our power, right? Like, we're consumers, and that's how they want you to think, and I need this and I need that. If we all said, hey, you know what, I'm not buying anything until it's made in America. Not just designed in America and then manufactured somebody else and shipped back, right? But grown up here. And I understand, like, trust me, because this is something I'm kind of passionate about, I look at tags, and I will buy American when I have the choice. And it's not always easy. Like, a lot of things are shipped out and they're made other places, and then they're brought back here. And some people's argument will be, well, American-made products are more expensive, and typically they are. And the quality is much better, and they last much longer. And that's just a fact. In Afghanistan alone, collateral damage, like at the hand of America, collateral damage, I'm sure everybody knows, but I'll just spit it out there. It's citizens that have died, right? They call that collateral damage. Like, I was aiming for that guy, I hit him with a bomb, and 6 people around him died, okay? In Afghanistan alone, there's been 20,000 civilians that have been killed. We lost 3,000 and some change on 9/11, and behind that, they've lost 20,000. And some people are like, well, he came over here with us, but if you believe that the 9/11 scenario as they tell you, I think that was 19 hijackers. So 19 people killed 3,000, right? And if what they did is so horrible and wrong, then why are we turning around and doing it? So I don't believe that part of an argument, right? And then I just want to paint a little bit of perspective, because you always hear like the term Al-Qaeda, and you hear insurgent, right? But good Lord forbid, a foreign country comes over here and they invade this one. They invade the South. We'll just say the South, because I can speak about what I know about a little bit better. They invade this nation, right? And what do you think we're gonna do? Right? Like, me and all my cousins and my close friends, right? Some people call them country, some people call them hood. Like, define it how you want. But none of us are really like, I'll just say, like, we'll react. You know what I mean? Like, we know what we're gonna do. Like, I know how we are. You know, you're not coming in my neighborhood. You're not telling me this, that, and the third. I'm not letting a foreign nation or this nation really so much, like, give me a curfew when I'm not doing anything wrong. I want to ride my bicycle down the street or whatever, and I'm trying to, you know, go to the little sandwich shop, and it's past 9 o'clock, so I can't come out. Bro, I already know what it is. And then you put, like that's already just you bucking with my freedom. But then, most high forbid, like, some collateral damage killed, like, people that are dear to me. And then you have the audacity to call me an insurgent because I want you the fuck out of my country. Like, you call me a terrorist because I'm not cool with, like, motherfuckers staying there. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. But mind you, like, I've had this conversation with those same friends that came to me like, hey man, look, I need to talk about, you know, what I did over there. You know, it's kind of messing with me or whatever. And they gave me perspective that I didn't have. You know, like, they was like, hey man, a lot of them people love us being over there, like, sincerely. And I know that my people that talk to me, they tell me the truth. And so for those situations where the people want us there, then I'm thankful to the Most High that we get to be there and provide some type of security and establishment for whatever they need us for, right? Like, for whatever reason that they're thankful that we're there, then I'm also thankful because I want good for everybody. But I also just don't want to run around and claim everybody is an insurgent because they want another nation out of their land. I don't feel comfortable doing that at all. Some people are a bit more well versed than I am in this and respond accordingly. So give me some links, give me some stuff to read. I'm gonna give you some stuff to read too. If we just, you know, if you don't consider blowback, right? But blowback is for people that study this type of subject, blowback just means like they don't like it when we go over there, so this is what happens. There's a General Stanley McChrystals, and he had like insurgent math, right? And he said for every one of them that you kill, you create 10. So you should stop there, right? Like, you should stop, like, well, I'm just gonna stop killing them then. That's what I'm gonna stop doing, because it basically seems like people that want revenge and they hate our ways. Afghanistan, because I didn't have a lot of time to do all my study, I just focused on that one country that we invaded. We went to go free the shit out of them. Like, we freed them with bombs. We're gonna bring democracy to you behind this jet airplane and these missiles. They have 35 million people in their nation, and we killed 20,000 of their citizens, like people that were not, this is according to the UN, people that were not soldiers at all, not soldierly, 20,000, right? That's 0.056 of their population. We have spent, in the last 3 years, we spent $22 billion helping them establish a police force. 22 billion. That's a lot of bread. I'm pretty sure it could go to use somewhere over here. We've killed 20,000 civilians, and we've spent over $1 trillion. Okay. And we should back out, right? If we buy American, then the people with the agendas, with those evil agendas, they won't have the population to fulfill their military desires, right? Did you know if the average, not even a commercial builder, but the average residential builder, if he made sure that only 5% more of his products were built in America, right now that would create 220,000 jobs. Just 5%. Imagine if if every builder said, you know what, that's an amazing statistic. Let's all rally and make sure that 50% of our products are built in America. The commercial builders, they would follow that, and it's good marketing. Like, just look at it from a business sense. Hey, I support our own. I build with and buy American, and I create jobs for Americans. A lot of people would dig that. I would dig that. A lot of other folks would dig that for all the right reasons. It's my barber calling, so I need to get shaped up hard, and I didn't. So, oh, yo, listen to this song. You ain't gonna be able to listen to it. It's appropriate. It's Yellow Wolf's song, and then, well, Yellow Wolf down today. It's Yellow Wolf's song. I think it's called Made in the USA or something like that. I don't know. Google it. Peep out the lyrics to the hook. It's homegrown. All right, peace.